Welcome back to the Speed Sport News Center presented by Suzuki King Quad. I'm Derek Prenasiglio. Last week, we brought you part one of our exclusive one-on-one interview that Ralph Sheheen did with Tony Stewart discussing his retirement from full-time driving in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. This week, we've got part two of that exclusive interview, so let's go back to Stewart Haas Racing and join Ralph Sheheen and Tony Stewart.
You've done a lot to prop up short track racing, dirt track racing through sanctioning body ownership, car ownership, supporting it by competing yourself. As you look at it now, as you start to step away from your day job, what do you see as the weakness in short track racing, or where's its strengths right now?
You know, I think when the economy went bad, we kind of saw some of the flaws and problems in short track racing when it pertained to cost. But it really, in all forms of racing, cost is always a factor. But every time we say that we think costs are a factor, then you go to a quarter midget race or you go to a go-kart race and they're pulling toter homes the same size as sprint car teams. So it's hard to say the costs are hurting things when you see that from a quarter midget team or go-kart team. But I think the biggest thing is just you get a better read off of the sport, off of the fans more than you do the competitors, because competitors are always going to spend whatever they've got. And it's been that way all through time in racing, that they pour their hearts and souls and every dime that they have into their programs and trying to make it the best they can be. But when it really affects the fans and how the product shows up to the fans is what you really have to pay attention to.
So as you start thinking about 2017 and getting out of the Cup car, what's the most important thing for you with dirt tracks, short tracks, and so forth? Is it more you're thinking about Eldora, you're thinking about the sanctioning body, or you're thinking about what you want to go drive?
All of it. You know, why just one? I mean, that's the great thing, is that's what I've been doing up till now anyway. I mean, that's what my life consists of. I go to the Cup tracks on the weekends during the day, and if there's a short track race, or whether it be an all-star race or a race at Eldora or somewhere that I want to race, that's what I do in the evening during the weekends. So that side of it's not going to change. I'm just going to have more opportunity to go to some more of those evening events than I've had.
You know, the race fans are going to want to see you everywhere. Promoters are going to be anxious to try to get you to come to their dirt track. How do you balance, trying to give to the fan and the promoter? Because I know you want to support that and you want to help that, but you want to have your own fun too. And you don't want this to become a drag. You want it to be the fun, the passion side. How are you going to balance that?
It's easy. I mean, we've been doing that already. The Cup program comes first, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure we're doing our job with the Cup side. And then aside from that, then we'll really just look at where do we want to go, and if it's something that works for the promoters, and then great. I mean, we love doing that. We love being able to go to events that help bring a new crowd to a short track race. But really, it's the whole point of this is to do what I want to do now and have fun with whatever it is I'm doing, whether it's strictly being at a Cup track on the weekends as an owner, or whether I want to go 3 nights of dirt track racing on the weekends, or whether I want to mix it all together. That's the whole point, is not necessarily the plan is there is no plan, and that's the fun part about it.
A little bit away from the dirt track for a minute. One of the things I think would be really cool to see happen is you and Jeff go drive the Corvette at Le Mans. They got 2 cars. Maybe you each get in one, or the two of you drive one. Obviously, you both have great ties with Chevrolet. Any chance?
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing, is I think it opens up opportunities for events like that we never would have time in the schedule to be able to do and have time to dedicate to that. So if we were going to do that, I'd want to race with Jeff, not against Jeff, because I think it would just be cool to do it with him. I think versus being on the same organization and racing, we've kind of already semi-done that, but I think it'd be cool to have the opportunity to race with him like that.
Okay, so Doug Feehan, take note of that. Yeah, we get that. So is there anything off the table? Is driving a funny car? I mean, you got friends like Gary Scelzi. Could you do something crazy like that? Is that something you want to do? What's off the table outside of Indy?
I don't know. The offer that still is so tempting is Don Schumacher keeps dangling the top fuel car in front of me, and they're great people. The whole Schumacher family, they're awesome, and I really, really want to do that. I just don't know if I'm actually going to do it. I can't even imagine what that's like, and there's nothing that you can drive that that we currently drive that could get you ready for something like that. But I think to be able to run 300 miles an hour would be pretty cool.
Is there anything in short track racing that replaces what you're leaving behind, or is there really anything you're leaving behind that you're going to miss driver-wise that you're looking to fill with open wheel short track racing or anything like that?
No, I mean, I think 17 years of having a schedule that is much tougher than people realize. I mean, you're at the track 3 days a week, and with the appearances and everything, there's much less free time than what everybody truly understands. And just to be able to take some of that burden off and be able to take off, and if I want to go race somewhere that I need to leave at 2 o'clock on Saturday versus waiting till 5 o'clock on Saturday when happy hour's over, and that being the difference between getting to race or not, then that's the flexibility. I'm looking forward to having that back.
So as you begin this last season in Cup next year, all those track promoters out there that are going to be seeing you for the final time, no rocking chairs, no big parties, maybe just a free set of dirt track tires.
I'm all for the big parties part. I mean, I'm getting to remember what that was like and remembering how to win that deal. So the parties are cool. The rocking chairs and all the cool gifts that they've been giving Jeff, I can do without that stuff. I just want to go race.
Well, spoken like a true short track racer. I can't wait to see what type of car Tony Stewart hops in first. From the Speed Sport News Center, presented by Suzuki King Quad, I'm Derek Perniciglio. So long, everybody.
When it comes to ATVs, nothing's built like a Suzuki King Quad. That's because the King Quad has a powerful, big-bore fuel-injected engine, smooth-riding, fully independent suspension, and industrial-grade sealed rear brakes. Plus an easy-to-use push-button four-wheel drive and waterproof storage. Except no substitutes, because nothing's built like a King Quad. Hurry in for a great deal on a new King Quad at your nearest Suzuki dealer.